What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we finally get to hear from Skip Bayless regarding his mix-up with Shannon Sharpe live on air. And I won't say too much before the video starts, but this is the first time we heard him speak about it. You know, they had chemistry as usual through the week, but there was those awkward moments of silence. I felt like watching the show last week. Now, that could just be me reading too deep into it, looking for something, so to speak. So maybe there was nothing there. I mean, they had a show as usual. They laughed and everything else, but there was like, when I watched it, it was like an elephant in the room after that mix-up they had. And if you aren't familiar with what happened, I'm gonna play that video first and the audio of what led to this. But Skip is finally responding, and he took time to do on his podcast. Check out what he had to say. Okay, y'all, so we finally heard from Skip Bayless, and what I think about what he said is he said a lot of nothing, in my opinion. I feel like, and he don't have to do this, but just as a man, there's nothing wrong with going on the platform you disrespected Shannon on and apologizing. But obviously, I don't think he feels like he's sorry. He's chalking it up to they both go a little too far sometimes. They get emotional, they have their takes, and it just turns into what it turns into sometimes, unfortunately. I don't like it because, you know, back when he had Jalen on First Take, even though it's a different platform, the very next day, this was the same type of shots, right? That Jalen shot at him. These are the same type of things that were said to Shannon, you know, trying to demean his career. And he tried to demean Jalen. Jalen clapped back. And Shannon clapped back. Okay, whatever, right? But Jalen had to come on and apologize the very next day. And he wasn't even the instigator. Skip said, "What was you?" You know, and then that's when Jalen said, "What were you?" And then he went in. Even though it was a long time ago, I feel like Skip should have came on and said he's sorry, and I'm going to tell you why. One thing he tried to do is speak for Shannon. He said, "We moved on pretty quickly. We got over it." Okay. Stop right there. When you aren't the offended person, you can't say when the person that was offended got over it. He could just be exercising his professionalism and not losing his cool on TV completely. And sometimes it's just that. It's not that the person got over it. It's just that, you know, I'm here to do my job. I'm here to be professional. But in the back of my mind, I see what kind of person this is. And when you have that type of thing, that could break up a good show. Because this isn't the first time, and this topic always leads to you taking personal shots against Shannon. Shannon isn't just another media personality. He's a Hall of Fame football player. So I feel like Skip should have at least afforded him the respect to apologize to him on the same platform, or even speak on this on their platform. I mean, they speak on everything else. They speak on racial issues. They speak on different things players are doing on and off the court, politics. You name it. They've spoken on everything else. So a little verbal dust up, you guys saw the viral moment that it created. And I know Skip is using it for content for his podcast. That's cool. But you could have spoke with him about it live on air and then came over to your podcast and spoke more in depth about it. You can't, I don't think you're in a position to say that Shannon has gotten over it. And honestly, Shannon posted a post earlier this week. One of the fans was like, "Since Skip forgot, I think you should see this." And he posted like highlights of Shannon's career. And Shannon quoted it and pretty much saying, you know, y'all know, everyone knows, or everyone should know, or something like that. He said, "I'm going to find it, screenshot it, and post it so y'all can see it." But so Shannon, he did feel some type of way about it. And this wasn't even the same day. This was after a few days had went by. And Skip saying he got over it live on air. Just because he didn't curse you out, or he didn't walk out of there angry, not saying goodbye to you or whatever, doesn't mean he got over it. It just means he got through that day with you. And, you know, it's probably getting easier each day to come in. And it probably wasn't even a big thing. But when you let these little things pile up over and over and over and over, you know, at some point, they're going to blow over. So, Skip, I'm not even coming down on you. I'm just telling you, don't take that as if he got over it. And you can't just assume that just because there doesn't seem like there's a rift to you. There could be something there. But hey, man, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.